Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. They'll give it to the back. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the back gets the football. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Boy, the script that this offensive coordinator's put together to open this game is perfect. We've seen a little bit of everything. Varying formations, personnel groupings, run, pass. It's working to perfection. Now, as they move the ball into the red zone area, can they put this ball into the end zone?
Buckeyes will line up here on 1st down and goal. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
See what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And they've got the returner corralled. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Boy, great job up front here getting this 1st down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards to get those 1st downs.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Movement here from the tight end. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, it has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Penn State. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. Here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They stop him right at the 24.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. It's a run. Running back's got it.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Chris, that quarterback seemed to be back there forever waiting to find somebody open. He should have just thrown it away or just taken off. Instead, waiting all that time allows the defense to get to him. They come up with a sack.
That sack sets up an important third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And they'll give it to the back. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left side. Pass caught. Can he get in? Receiver steps out just short of the goal line. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Throws a stiff arm. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
An inside give now from the shotgun.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the punt heads out of bounds. They'll spot this ball about the 30. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. Mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Crucial third down play coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Quarterback keeps the football. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Going to try to use his legs here.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pressure is coming. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down after a short gain there. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He's got some room. Can he get there? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down. They're going to throw the football. And the ball is hauled in. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. A completion makes it second down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The pass rush closing in. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
This will likely be the last play of the half. He'll look to throw it here on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Here's that defense shifting again. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught for the completion. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Breaks loose at the 45. An explosive play, moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver wide open. Touchdown, Penn State. And they go in front here in the second half. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Morsel out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
So they were backed up, and in one play, they're suddenly threatening to score. 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now the all-important extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Return man forced out at the 12. Not a good return and not good field position. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
The defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble now. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Here's the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The shotgun handoff here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
They'll tackle him at the 27. The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And they hand it off to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And it's complete downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal.
Here we go.
They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Quarterback drops back. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And it's good. And with that, they retake the lead.
Wow, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Breaking tackles. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Heading left after the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down and 10 now. And the single back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to pass this time. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Kirk come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result. You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
DT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it's Field, a returner trying to create good field position here. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage. The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. There's contact on the throw, and it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And this time it's complete. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. He hands it to the back. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
They'll give it to the running back. Powerful running here. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. And now the defense decides to suspend a timeout to regroup a bit. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
And with a game on the line, they go back to that offensive line and the running back, and it pays off. They take the lead here late in the game, Chris. Now they're up 2. Do you go with conventional wisdom and just kick the extra point? Or maybe you go for 2 to make your opponent have to drive the length of the field for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Boy, the tight end here just gets lost in coverage. Quarterback does a good job of kind of working through his progressions. He sees that tight end, his eyes light up, makes a great throw and a big gain for this offense.
Offense comes out here, one last chance, one possession game. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
That completion makes it second and short. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Now it's third and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Tackle, but first down. Okay, they're in range now for a game-tying field goal as they get to the line quickly. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's running out of time here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. They go in front in the final minute of play. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the PAT is good. So after the late touchdown, they'll kick it away here and hope the defense can hold on to seal this W. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. And the Cowbirds team gets him down, a last chance for this returner to win the game, but time has run out. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.